Hello everyone, and welcome to this video. Today we will go through the latest developments in Meta version 25. In the recently released version 25, we have a brand new redesigned interface and uplifted user experience, but also enhancements in the various disciplines. So we will walk through the new developments and improvements in all these sectors. Let's start with the redesigned interface and enhanced user experience. Entering a new chapter in our product suite, with a common philosophy and mindset between pre- and post-processing, the latest release of Meta presents a completely redesigned user interface, boosting productivity with intuitive and streamlined workflows. But what exactly drove us to redesign the entire interface? Let's explore the motivations and key reasons behind this decision. We aim to address several key challenges with our existing interface. Firstly, we acknowledge that there was a steep learning curve, making it daunting to navigate and effectively use the available functionality. Additionally, hidden features and inconsistent organization in menus and submenus complicated the integration of new functionality, leading to uncertainty about accessing the full range of capabilities. Finally, the non-uniform user interface across our beta products created further disruption to the workflows, hindering a seamless experience. By tackling these issues, we aim to enhance usability and provide a more cohesive experience overall. In these terms, we are introducing a newly designed interface which provides direct access to the main functionality. Through ribbon tabs and quick editing of most frequently used options through temporary contextual tabs. We have prioritized creating intuitive workflows by grouping functionality and making interactions more efficient in a visually appealing environment. One of our key targets is to ensure consistency of our tools both within Meta but also in compliance with ANSA. Finally, facilitating quick exploration and discovery of functionality in newer versions and across new domains empowers utilizing our application in its full potential. Based on the principles outlined above, let's have a look at the main areas of the new Meta interface. At the top, we have the File menu, ribbon tabs, a quick access toolbar, the search bar and shortcuts to Windows, settings, and help. On the left side, the database browser is introduced in Meta similarly to ANSA. Shortcut buttons to lists, properties, materials, sets, and so on can be pinned on the sidebar. The import interface is used to read models and results. At the bottom, we have the visibility, selection, and drawing styles toolbars and also the info area. Important information, prompt messages, and the progress of a reading action is displayed here. On the right side, we have a free of functions area, providing plenty of available drawing space. A functions dialog or the options window of a selected entity are docked in this area when invoked. The central area contains the graphical user interface of our models. In a nutshell, the design principles focus on reducing interference by presenting fewer but context-specific actions and maintaining consistency throughout the software. Temporary contextual tabs provide context-specific options of selected items, minimizing the need for toolbars, menus, and submenus, ensuring that advanced options are accessible without clustering the interface. But what does this new interface really mean for the user experience? Let's delve into the actual feedback we had until now and the way it has been addressed. Question number one along the years has been the reason why ANSA and Meta have so many differences in their operation. To this end, we have firstly added the database browser in Meta as well. All model entities, either selected or created, are listed in the database browser. The database browser appears docked by default on the left side of the interface. You can control the visibility of the various entities by enabling or disabling the checkboxes next to each category. This is similar to the previously used F12 functionality, which is no longer available. Now, F12 will show or hide the database browser respectively. You can also create entities in Meta like annotations, cut planes, etc. from within the database browser in the same manner as in Anza. Furthermore, all lists have been unified in Meta and look similar to the Anza list now. In the same sense, we have changed the filters in Meta lists and have the same list as Anza now, the line filter and the column filter replacing the previous basic filter of Meta. On top of that, we went through all context menus in the software. The important common functions like focus actions or new, edit, and modify items are now found in the same position in both Anza and Meta. Furthermore, we categorized and grouped all actions of Meta context menus so that all similar actions are placed in the same position everywhere. Lastly, picking actions are enhanced with the new entities highlights similar to Anza. This makes it easier to have an overview of what is about to be selected. Another top priority in our redesign has been the direct access to main functionality. In the previous version, some important, frequently used actions were hidden in second and third submenus among other not so important actions. Here is an example: the creation of annotations on max or min. Using the new concept of ribbons, we now have more space to position also other important actions. If we look at the annotations creation example, we have buttons at the first level to directly create annotations on specified entities, but also to cater for popular actions such as straight identifying the max or min or creating our own filter. Similarly, we acknowledge that so far Meta had too many options presented, crowding the interface and making it difficult to find the ones needed. In the newly designed interface and reorganization, there are 3 ways of handling entities and their options. Firstly, the contextual ribbon tab with basic options of the currently selected entity. Secondly, some hidden options not shown at first level, but when you click on the drop-down arrows. And thirdly, through the options dialog, which includes all available options. Let's also see an example how you handle now a cut plane and apply settings for it. You add it from the Insert Ribbon tab, directly choosing its definition. Then, the most frequently needed options are offered in the Contextual Ribbon tab that opens upon creation. Therefore, you can adjust the position, add a grid, choose the model visibility, and of course, edit the style of the plane and the section. In older Meta, every entity was a separate tool, meaning a separate window in the software. And a situation like the one on the left appeared frequently. On the other hand, there were many cases where you needed to go to a second or third menu for an option you wanted to use, a test of speed and precision with the mouse. Now the Contextual Ribbon tab concept gives direct access to entities' options and actions without extra windows. Some entities can be directly selected from the 3D window. For example, single-click on the fringe bar and the Contextual Ribbon tab directly opens to edit its options. Similarly, click on an annotation and the Annotations Contextual tab opens as well. Other entities such as properties, cut planes, etc. can be selected using the New Selection tool or the Pick functionality of a list. We have taken into consideration the need to work on a second monitor, and thus you may find the option Open as New Window in the entries of the database browser. The respective entities are listed at the top, and all of their options are available in a single interface, which resembles the old Meta tools. With regards to handling states and animation, you might be wondering where the animation bar has gone. In Meta version 25, we have gathered all results-related functionality, such as visualization, changing result labels, and animation of states, under a single ribbon tab. It feels more natural to have them all together, and there is more space to handle them there. In addition, a useful shortcut has been added, so we can navigate through the states quickly using Shift and the mouse wheel button. However, if you want to have the old animation toolbar, it can be turned on and it will appear on the bottom as before. Similarly, the command line has been moved from the bottom left where it used to be. Now it is found on the top right and is merged with the search engine. You may use shortcuts to switch between the two and access the list of commands by typing a question mark in the field. Last but not least, let's have a look at where you can find user toolbars in your custom-made toolbars. Regarding the analysis ribbons, here a workflow-oriented, procedural approach was adopted. We collected the relevant, discipline-focused functionalities in one place, ensuring enhanced efficiency, coherence, and streamlined operations. This grouping of functions creates an environment where tools and features are organized in a way to support specific disciplines such as NVH, Crash, and many more, facilitating this way the model post process. User toolbars appear there together with the other meta-standard tools. New user-defined toolbars appear in a ribbon tab called Custom, but they can also be defined to appear in the other ribbon tabs and groups as well. There are also distinct layouts corresponding to the various disciplines available in the launcher window. Choosing one of the layouts, the visibility of the ribbon tabs and their contents, as well as the contents of context menus, are adjusted to the specific needs. Moving on to the latest new features apart from the redesign, let's start with the developments in model and results handling. There is a new approach in reading results from multiple models. We can now read the same selected result from many models. The specified result is accessed from the respective results file assigned to each model. This is achieved using the option from respective results file in the import window. In addition, we can now create a template file for reading actions for both 3D and 2D results on the fly from the import interface. The selected reading options are automatically written in a CSV file with the possibility to append more results at a later stage. These template files are stored in the settings directory under a new templates folder. Moving on to viewing contour plots, the logarithmic scale has been added as a distinct mode of range options alongside linear and nonlinear distribution. This way, a log scale can be added quickly and easily from the ribbon or context menu of the fringe bar. Next, we have material curves accessible and plotted in 2D windows through the materials list for Nastran, Abacus, and LS-DYNA. The option can be found in the context menu of selected materials as long as there is tabular information related to them. Moving to manufacturing tools, we have added the possibility to calculate flatness and roundness error according to the original shape of the model. In addition, in the flatness toolbar, the best fit plane is calculated according to a specific user-defined surface. This surface is considered as the reference planar surface to evaluate the flatness error. Let's proceed to the solutions for results queries and reporting. We can now directly create annotations in 3D windows or curves in 2D windows referring to the maximum or minimum of the visible entities throughout the simulation. The newly designed ribbon tabs offer the chance to evaluate the minimum or maximum values in a quick and direct way with the press of a button. Furthermore, there is a new interface for measuring distances and angles, making it much more efficient to perform measurements. The info window is now found by default as a single line under the visibility toolbar. It can be switched to a multiple line mode, which places it under the database browser, or it can become a separate window, which can be moved to another screen potentially. In any of the above options, the info window is now enhanced with categorization of messages into error, warning, or info. Furthermore, there is a progress bar showing the status of any reading action. Moving on to the disciplines, and starting with Crash and Safety. In the Euro NCAP Farside VTC tool, it is now possible to select if the CAE head excursion will be calculated from the head and be pillar coordinate time history results, or if the same calculation method that is used for the test results will be applied for CAE2. We can read CAE results from ISO MME files. PAMCrash ERF is supported as separate folder. We have also supported a new unit system. In the Occupant Injury Criteria tool, Euro NCAP whiplash rating limits are updated according to the latest assessment protocols. Furthermore, Euro NCAP whiplash capping limits are now supported. The head rebound velocity is now calculated for BioRid 2. There are also updates for WS50 and Q10 ribs lateral deflection calculation. The WS50 ribeye LED sensors are supported, and the lateral deflection of the ribs can be extracted from those sensors instead of IR track. Moreover, we can select a different calculation method for the CAE ribs and the physical ribs. The latest calculation method stated in EuroNCAP TB021 is now supported. Dynamic belt position and chest index calculation for rear passengers of IIHS moderate overlap V2 test has been supported, currently for LS Dyna results. Lastly, for the occupant injury criteria, there are some new report customization options. It is now possible to set the page size of the PPTX report. You can also set the font size of PPTX report tables and the font family and size for plot titles, axis titles, and axis values without the need of running a session file. A summary window is added by default in the report. Moving to the pedestrian tool, the new official Euro NCAP spreadsheet 2023 is now supported. It is possible to fill the Euro NCAP 2023 official spreadsheet while selecting the version 9.x regulation. Furthermore, there is an extra option to include the calculated Euro NCAP score points while creating multiple annotations for leg form regulations. Next, on the collision penetration tool, the interface has been updated with enhanced grouping of features. A contour plot of collision, proximity, and safe regions of two groups is created according to the threshold defined by the tool. Lastly, group and model separation and directional separation commands and all their respective settings are added in the graphical user interface through the Separation Plot tab. It is reminded that these were previously available in the context menu of groups. For diff crash, version 7 is now supported. Let's carry on with the NVH discipline. We can export a modal model in Abacus format from the Modal Model Builder tool. The Permis file format has been supported in various tools, namely the Modal Response tool, the Random Response tool, and the Modal FRF correlation tool. A new method for driving point determination is introduced within the Modal FRF correlation tool. The driving point criterion is an evaluation criterion to determine the excitation quality of possible driving points and possible mode combinations. Based on the driving point criterion, the selection method determines the optimum set of driving points. In the Modal Response tool, there is a new tab hosting all damping settings for frequency and transient response analyses. It is also possible to consider modal material damping in a transient response analysis, leading to better accuracy and high correlation with a Nastran analysis. Let's proceed to durability. The Bolt Assessment Toolbar can now evaluate bolt failure according to Eurocode 3 in addition to the previously supported VDI standards. Contour plots are produced indicating the different failure modes. All the information on failure modes per bolt can be displayed through annotations. In addition, detailed reports with analytical hand calculations are generated. Furthermore, the required diameter and class to prevent failure can be determined. The full history of the bolt's internal forces and moments are created, giving insights about the loading condition of the bolts. And lastly, standard bolt dimensions and material libraries are embedded in the tool for direct selection and evaluation. Next, the Neuber correction toolbar has been enhanced to calculate corrected strains besides corrected stresses. A results tab has been added, and it provides an overview of the results per state and per material in a tabular format. Focusing on a specific material from the list is also possible through this tab. A 2D plot what if tab has also been added, and it allows to estimate the level of corrected stress strain for a given stress. The tool generates a 2D plot with an annotation, which shows the corrected stress and strain for the given input. Continuing to composites, reading of results may now be set up and performed in a single action for both meta-calculated criteria and any solver results. The selections may be stored in a template file, which can then be reused. In plane corner or integration point results may now be loaded. The respective plot will include multiple curves for each in plane integration point, with values of every through thickness section point. The through thickness plot can now be generated for any layered result, either meta-calculated criteria or solver results. If stress tensor results are available, the failure envelope results for max stress, Tsai-Wu, Hill, and Hoffman criteria may be plotted at a specific layer. For solid models with more than one element through the thickness, a plot may be produced for the entire element stack. Picking one element of the stack is only needed. The rest of the elements are collected and results are shown in a single through thickness plot. Next, we'll have a look at CFD. Here we have high-quality ISO functions for models with high-order elements, by cell subdivision, as can be seen in the video. Heading over to enhancements on MetaDB. A new algorithm for the lossy compression of MetaDB has been implemented. This algorithm takes into account the changes between consecutive states and is applied to displacements and plastic strains. It is best suited for crash analyses, allowing to achieve a greater level of compression. In addition, the MetaDB translator now supports results from Permas and Medina. Further to that, D3 plot files can be exported from MetaDB files. Next, we'll have a look at the various support features for different solvers. Geometry and results from MSE Dytran are now supported. In Abaqus 2022, HF14 ODB libraries and version 2024 are now supported. In addition, we now calculate sine von Mises and other product results for plastic strain components. In LS-DYNA, allow PSD results for all element types from binout files are supported. In addition, the added SMS and added CMS mass results from binout R14 are read. In Nastran, cohesive hexa element results are supported, and in ONSYS MPC 184 spot weld elements are now read. In ENCODE, CSV results in FE fatigue format output from ENCODE are now supported. In Mark, multiple T16 partitions in the same folder that have been created by NPS running argument are now read simultaneously if one is read. Contact forces from Permas HDF and POST files. Lastly, results from Converge version 3.1 are supported. Now let's delve into our latest supported features that boost user productivity to a great extent. Beta documentation is now accessible via any web browser, offering an improved experience characterized by searchability and a more optimized reading interface. This upgrade provides efficient navigation and engagement with the documentation, thus making the most out of it. Finally, one of the most groundbreaking enhancements of version 25 is the integration of cutting-edge artificial intelligence to accelerate performance, featuring an innovative AI assistant. The AI Assistant is an advanced service that seamlessly integrates direct access to comprehensive documentation and instructional videos, while also providing an automated code generation via the Python API. This feature redefines the user experience, revolutionizing how the software is utilized and significantly enhances productivity and efficiency. This concludes the presentation of the new developments in Meta version 25. Stay tuned for more videos on other disciplines and Beta Suite applications. Thanks for watching.